Hi, and welcome to my channel, The Stitchy Wife. I'm Elizabeth, and I'm back. Hi, and welcome to my channel, The Stitchy Wife. I'm Elizabeth, and today it is a combination of Friday sews, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing for SewFrugal23. Stay put if you're interested in this. Hi everyone. This is a later me. That sounded weird, but I thought I would do an intro where I talked about how I will do this Friday sews. I've already recorded one, I think about 2 weeks ago, where I tell you where I've been and what happened, and yeah, it's been a tough year, last 9 months. And I so desperately wanted to take part in SewFrugal23 because I love this challenge, and Sam from Frugalism and Ram from the Yorkshire Sew Girl has, as always, made a magnificent job. And this year, I think Alyssa from Plots and Orchids, maybe? I don't know your channel, Alyssa, I'm sorry. But she's been helping a lot with the prizes, because I can imagine how much work this challenge has turned to be, since it's such a big challenge. So I wanted to add this to my now 2 weeks late Friday sews. I thought I would do it like this, that I insert the Friday sews I filmed 2 weeks ago and has been too nervous about publishing. And yeah, that is the honest truth. I've been too nervous. I was very, very close to not publishing at all, and actually just closing the channel down. But I've received so many wonderful comments just on these few items I made for the So Frugal challenge. So I decided to give myself one more chance, and I love this, and I'm so grateful for all of you out there that has cheered me on and encouraged me to continue, and just written me a note saying you're happy to see me back. That meant more than I ever thought possible. But let's get back to the old Friday sews, and you will see me after that, and I will try and insert a timestamp. If you're just here for the Friday sews revealed, I will try and insert a timestamp so you can skip the part where I tell you a little bit about life, or a lot about life and a little bit about what I've been sewing the last month, and you can skip to the part where I tell you about the Sew Frugal. So I will see you after my old video, so to speak. Hi, and welcome to my channel, The Stitchy Wife. I'm Elizabeth, and I hope I'm back. I have missed you so much, and I have filmed this video, not this video, but this kind of video, for about 10 times before. No, 9 times, I think. I think this is the 10th. And I've deleted them all, and I am so nervous about filming this, and I don't know why. I'm so self-conscious about filming now, and I feel awkward, I feel silly, I feel all the emotions you can think of, and then some probably. But at the same time, I've decided that if I'm not going to do it now, I will close my channel down. And the way you and this very small community we have created here affected my life last year, I don't want to lose that. I want to embrace every minute that I have, and a few things the last couple of days has reminded me about that again. So I'm going to do this, give it one more shot, and try and film this video and try and tell you a little bit about where I've been and what I'm hoping that the near future at least, is gonna hold. I will start by saying excuse for my very poor English. I have not spoken English since my last video in June last year. And yeah, I've listened to a lot of English, of course, because that is mainly what I'm watching on video and TV and so on. But anyway, it's a different thing to speak it. I hope you will have patience with me and be patient with me when I keep blabbering on about things that I don't know how to say in the right way. I will try and keep this not too long. It could be a very long video otherwise, and those of you that have been here before, you know that I am very fond of talking, and it's very easy for me to just keep on talking, and I will try not to do it this time. Well, I'm hoping to make this a Friday sews video, even though it will only be these 2 items. That is my sew thing. But as Jen, who has created Friday Sews and has created an amazing community around that, here on YouTube, just put in Friday Sews as a hashtag and you will find some amazing bloggers. And the last year it's exploded. And that is at least what I think, because I found so many new ones and it is so exciting, and we are many that are vlogging now, and yeah, it's so great that it is expanding. So just put that in the search bar and you will find many more, and those will probably be much more about sewing than what mine will be about today. But thanks, Jen, for creating this hashtag. Well, where have I been? Last summer when I left you, those of you that have been here before know that I, for one thing, is suffering from a severe case of EDS, kind of connective tissue disorder, I think it's called in English, that is affecting a lot of my life. And more so, they have discovered that I have POTS. They have also realized that what they thought was an effect of the EDS probably isn't, but I am experiencing, I'm getting fractures on my skeleton. I hope that's how you say it. You know, when you fracture a leg or a bone, when you fracture a bone, that is what's happening to me in my sleep. It's quite terrifying, and it is potentially very dangerous, as you probably can imagine. And most of the time I wake up by feeling something tense somewhere in my body, and then I feel the crack. And at the same time, most of the time, Peter, my husband, has woken up, and yeah, just he wakes up from the crack. So you can imagine that it's quite a noisy one. And the bone is breaking. And so far, the doctors here in Sweden has not found anyone else but me that has this symptom. And I'm going to do a complete video about that, because I have actually been, the doctors have told me to try and reach out through every channel I have and see if there is anybody else out there that have heard about this. I don't break when I fall on a rock, for example, or when I fell down I think I've told you that last year. I fell down. Peter was building our storage unit, and I fell down 1 meter down among rocks and yeah, the ground. And I didn't even get a crack. But laying in bed sleeping, that is when it's happening to me, and it's straight off. You know, for example, in my hand here, I got 3 fractures here. Sleeping. It's strange, but yeah, it is a completely different video. But that is one of the things that has gotten worse. And then I got a lot of spontaneous bleedings in my nose and my throat and so on, which was quite serious, as you probably can imagine. And yeah, it's been a lot. And to top it all off, I got COVID. And I am very allergic to the vaccine, so I can't take that. And I have not that great lungs, so yeah, it's been a tough one, to say the least. I'm so grateful to be here today. I don't think any of the doctors thought that, to be completely honest. I didn't think that. My sister didn't think that, and Peter definitely didn't think that. But I'm here now, and I decided that I talked about it before, last year, about embracing every day we get, and that has definitely not changed. But this time I actually got down a big black hole, it felt like, or like I was afraid of everything. And I'm still there, but I'm getting up. And I thought that maybe this, how terrifying it is for me, could help me. So yeah, I could talk and talk and talk about this, and I would probably start crying because I'm feeling it right now already. And but that was a little back, and what do you say, a little information about where I've been and why I haven't been here and why I haven't been sewing. But I have followed all you other sewing friends out there, and I followed you on Instagram, and my sisters that have been sitting beside my bed and showing me what you've been doing on Instagram. And Peter has helped me to put on YouTube videos when I've been when I've had that energy. And sewing is primarily what have kept me going, that and my family and my faith. And I thought that I need to give this one more chance. I want to take every chance I get, and I know how much this meant to me last year, and I know that it hasn't been less important, because getting through something like this, or being in the middle of it, as I probably is still, but I will always have this. I don't know how many days I get. No one knows that, of course. We're all in the same boat, actually, but we never think about, most of the time don't think about it. But I've been even more, I realized it even more now. I will not keep on going about this, because I know that everyone has have your own problems, and a lot of other people are having a really tough time nowadays. And if we can rally together and help each other and encourage it, as you hear, I can't pronounce the words, encourage each other. So let's do that, and let's do it through sewing and through crafting and all of that wonderful thing that we have in common. And we have an amazing community, because a lot of social media is awful today, to tell the truth. That is what I think, anyway. There are a lot of hate, a lot of horrible things, but somehow it has not, I haven't seen it anyway. I have not seen it get into the sewing community, and I hope and pray that we can keep it that way. And that is why I'm desperate to continue, and I really want this, and I hope I will have the energy, and I hope that I will manage to do this, and I hope that I will publish this video. I don't know, but hopefully. I have really spoken from my heart today, and I know that's been, yeah, a lot there and all over the place, but I hope that my next video will be all about sewing and more about the very few things that I've made. I managed to do some things before I got sick last year, and those are the things that I've started to wear now. I've also made a couple of things last week. This sweater and that sweater is two of the things. And since this video already is 10 minutes or more, I think I will I will let you know that this is the Sydney sweater from Merchant and Mills, and the person who inspired me the most to make this was, her channel is called Polly Sews. One of the new YouTubers that I've been followed and she has inspired me so much. And I think she made one in the Merchant and Mills fabrics, and it looked so great. I can't remember her name. Is it Carol? I always see Polly Sews. Hang on a minute, I will check it. That was not easy to find. It was Carol on Polly Sews. I will link her channel down below. Please check it out. She's a great inspiration and a wonderful presence on video. I really love watching her videos. She got a fabric, I think, from Merchant and Mills, and the pattern, the Sydney sweater. She did not add this kind of color to her. The pattern doesn't come with this. But I follow a woman called Petronella. I think it is Petronella Sews on Instagram. I will link her Instagram handle down below too. And if I'm allowed for her, I will insert some of her pictures from Instagram here, so you can see her versions of the Sydney sweater. She actually got this pattern piece from a fabric store called På Skrå, a Swedish fabric store, and that is where this amazing wool fabric is from. This is a wool terry cloth kind of fabric. It's like a terry cloth, but it's made of wool, and it's wonderful. I will insert some pictures of me wearing this, and I will even try and insert some pictures of me wearing that one. That is a duvet cover bought on Jysk. Fabric, not a fabric store, homeware store. They have blankets and they have duvet covers. No, that is a blanket, I think, actually, or a cover for the bed, bedspread, I think it is. Okay. It is a quilted fabric. It is synthetic on the back side. It's I think it is 50 polyester and 50 cotton, so it's okay. And it was very cheap, so that is my first version. And I thought it was quite bland and the color does nothing for me, but I really liked the version Carol did, and she did it in a very expensive Merchant and Mills fabric that was quite somewhat like this. Not at all, probably much better quality, of course, but you know what I mean. It looks like the outcome was like that, and I never thought about making a sweater in a fabric like this. This has no stretch whatsoever, but it is it's a waffly kind of structure, or crinkly. It's almost like a cotton gauze, but not at all like it, but to look at it, it is. And quilted squares. And then I decided to just write the word love with a friction pen, and then I used some cord and sewed it on with a zigzag stitch, and I think it is quite okay. It's not even, it's not even the slightest even, but I'm okay with that. And I've added this kind of cuffing that I bought at Selfmade a long time ago, and I thought they matched the grey pretty good. And this is just a square piece of fabric that I folded down and sewn on, so it's not in any way a difficult pattern piece to make yourself. If I find what kind of measures I used, I could measure it, of course. I could and insert it here somewhere. And those are two of the sweaters that I lived in, apart from my PJs and my hoodie. My beloved, you that followed me last year, you know about my green, I was looking like green little ghost. That was what he said. And that is what I've mainly been wearing if I have not been in hospital clothes. So yeah. It has not been a lot of sewing, but I am praying and hoping that partly due to the medication now, because I've gotten a lot of prednisolone, so I will probably have a lot of not sleeping time. And once again, those of you that have been here before know that that is when I sew, because that is what keeps me sane. So I hope to be able to sew some in the near future, and I hope to be back very soon to share the few makes that I did before I got sick last summer. And I think I made 2 or 3 things more than this the last month, starting to coming back with a little help from my sister. But that was a way to get me going again, and I'm so grateful for that. Once again, sewing is an amazing, amazing hobby, and having you out there just means the world to me. And I can't start to explain how much it has meant to hear from you, those of you that have reached out to me and asking how I'm doing. And I won't mention any names because there are quite a few of you, and hearing that from either Peter or my sister it's lifted me, and it's given me that extra energy. And I never thought that people who didn't know who I am, and you feel very small when you're sick, and having people who really don't know me reaching out and asking how I'm doing and if everything is okay, it means a lot. It means so much more than you probably can imagine. So thank you for that. Well, I think I have so much to say and I have so many thoughts, but I will start with this, and I really will try and publish this because I miss you. I miss having this. I miss having this to look forward to every week, and I don't know how much I'm going to have the energy to make. I'm going to try and film a SewFrugal video and see if it's okay with Sam and Ran to add that in the end of February. That is, we only have 1 week left. Today is the 21st of February. March, I mean. The end of March, of course. And see if it's okay to add that. And or if it's okay that I just use the hashtag at least. Because I have some thoughts, and I have actually cut one thing for SewFrugal, and I really would like to make that next week or this coming weekend. But we'll see. I have to take one day at a time, and just being back here and talking to you, I don't want to stop, as you see, of course. If you're still here, thank you so, so much. And I would love it if there is anyone new out there, if you would consider subscribing. Yeah, I know that you know how much it means, so please, thumbs up and subscribing would mean the world. And please be kind in the comments if you're commenting, because I know I'm nervous, I'm not, I know everything I'm not. But I really love being here and being back. So thank you for taking the time to hear me out. I hope to see you very, very soon again. Bye for now. Hi again. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me, and I'm so happy to be back, and I really wish and pray that I will have the energy to do more videos and sew more and be a part of the sewing. I will let you know what I've been doing for SewFrugal, and I had a lot of plans as always, and I really wanted to make an inspiration video, but my energy wasn't there. The parts I've been sewing is actually done this last week, because this is the first week that I've actually been sewing anything real, apart from the Sydney sweaters that I've been doing during the last months, when I had some up in my sickness. But this week I've been sewing these 3 items, and what my actual plan was to sew the look. I had a Pinterest look. I will try and insert it here somewhere, and it was a white t-shirt with some denim jeans and a pink trench coat, and I got an amazing linen fabric from thread quarters in Ireland, and I think it was last year, and I wanted to make a trench coat out of that ever since, and I've actually cut it out. Hang on a minute and I will get the fabric so you can see it at least, and I will make that one because I will try and make that as a priority to start this month with that. So maybe next week you can see the final result, but I will get you the fabric. Hang on a minute. This is the trench coat. It is the Vera from fabric-store.com. And yeah, it looks like a great and a great pattern, and I sewed a lot of their patterns last year for last year's So Frugal, and I love them. So I'm really hoping that I will love this one too. And here we have it. Don't you just love it? I really love it with this one too. This is the linen fabric that I ordered from Susie from Thread Quarters, and hopefully I will have a trench coat for next week. But what did I make this last week for this So Frugal 23? Well, this one, and it's so funny because when I made it, it's the Monroe turtleneck from Tessuti Fabrics, and I will insert some stock photos here. And it's actually quite funny because when I sewed this Monroe turtleneck, this is a fabric from Beyond the Pink Door. I think I bought it as a remnant from one of her sales, maybe this New Year or sometime last year. I'm not quite sure when, but I had, I think, 1.9 meters or something like that. And I decided to do a Monroe turtleneck because I've seen a lot of them being made, and I made one last year, I think, and I really liked it. And I thought this was the perfect fabric. You can see it's slinky and it's, yeah, it's just great. I will try and insert pictures of me in it too. But when I sewed it, all of that time behind the sewing machine, I was thinking about, I've seen this before. I've seen this version before, and I actually got a message from Ran this morning, and the Yorkshire Sew Girl, and she made it. And that's where my inspiration came from, of course. And I remember now thinking about it when I saw her version, and it is the exact same version, the exact same fabric and this, and yeah, it's just so funny when you can't quite realize where you've seen things before. But yeah, we have good taste, Ran, right? Well, I love it. And the things I always add to my Monroe turtlenecks are cuffs and a waistband. Is it called a waistband? Yeah, with a slit. I will insert pictures. I don't have a routine on filming nowadays. I can really feel it, and I'm so sorry again for my bad English, but I hope you get what I mean. Well, I will try and insert pictures of my my waistband and making a slit, and that is an inspiration from Pattern Emporiums. I think it is called the, not the cardigan pattern, but their, is it jumper pattern or something? I will try and see if I can find it and insert that one down here too. And I've used that pattern piece. So that is the only difference from the original pattern, but I think it's elevate the sweater quite a bit. And I made size 3, and I think it is from 1 to 4, this free pattern. So yeah, it's quite a good size range because it is a big one, and I think I could have sized down to size 2, but I like it slouchy and I like to have it with leggings and so on, so it really suits me. The other thing I made was a t-shirt. I made last year, I made one with a print with SewFrugal22, and I wanted to do the same thing this year to have as kind of a memory. And this year I made the Friday Pattern Company Sunday V-neck, and I don't think that is quite a known free pattern from Friday Pattern Company, and I really like it. It is way oversized, and it says to be an oversized t-shirt, and I did a size XL, and I don't know why I did it, because I think I'm between medium and large, and I thought I wanted it oversized, but it is a bit too oversized. So I will probably tie a knot or something like that when I'm styling it. But I will try and insert pictures of me wearing this one too. But I love the pattern, and so easy. I love a raglan, and I love the way you can use your, what's that? The scraps for sleeves and so on. And I did the fake hem, as I call it. I fold it up and I serge it, and it looks like you have a hemband. And that is, yeah, I really like it. A hemband, maybe that's what it's called to a sweater, not a waistband, to this Monroe turtleneck too. You know, when you see it, you know what I mean, I think. The third and final thing I made was I took a pair of stretch denim jeans, and I converted them into a maxi skirt, midi skirt maybe, midi denim skirt. But it is way too cold here in Sweden to try it on, actually. It looks terrible, to be completely true, when I'm trying to wear it with something and just my teeth keeps on chattering to each other. No, that's not how you say it. You know, when you, that is how I'm standing. And I tried to take photos of it before, but it didn't work. So I will try. We will have better weather here in Sweden next week. At least that is what they promise us. And I will try and take some real photos of it then, because I really like how it turned out. It is a bit tight around the knees, and it might not be the easiest thing to walk around in, but I'm not sure that it is a kind. I'm not used to wearing midi skirts. I don't like it on my legs. I don't like how it looks, but I really wanted to give it a go, and I wanted to make the inspiration picture, but I think maybe stretch jeans was not the best thing. Maybe I should have had regular denim jeans and not the stretch part, because these were skinny jeans from beginning, and that was probably not the best thing. But I made it, and I like it, and I know I'm going to wear it this spring and summer. And yeah, what I'm wearing more today is my Hey June handmade. And there I draw a blank. The name I was looking for was Hey June handmade mountain pose pants. And if you haven't tried that one, please try it. It is an amazing pattern, and I can't believe it's free. It's elevated kind of leggings pattern, and it is so extremely trendy at the moment. And it's with flared legs, and you have 2 different waistbands to choose from, and you have an amazing tutorial. I will try, and if I have the energy, to film a sewing tutorial for that one, because I think it is a hidden free pattern that a lot of people have missed. So if you haven't tried it, please try, because it is a great way of having something that looks like you're wearing a pair of denim jeans or something like that, regular pants, and you're wearing leggings. So I promise you, try it. It's worth it. But I will try and insert pictures of me, what I'm wearing today. So there we have it. That was my entry to the Sew Frugal, and thank you once again for taking the time to watch my channel. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and your notification bell, and you will get notified when I'm uploading my next video. And I will try and at least upload once a week now to start with, and we will see where it takes us. Thank you for being a part of this community, and thank you for being a part of my life and making it so much better. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and can enjoy the spring that is about to come. And for those of you that are getting a bit colder weather now, and maybe you can cozy up in the sofa and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for listening to me for this long, and it's so great to be back.